What's up guys, Dr. Houlihan here again. I'm here to talk to you about a few pair of shoes that I had featured back in my original shoe review video that I posted in May 2020 that I no longer own. I had to get rid of these shoes for one reason or another, and I'm going to talk to you about those today. Okay, the first shoe that I had to get rid of was the Nike Free Flyknit 5.0. If you look at this shoe and you've seen my other video about the top 5 reasons why your shoes are destroying your feet, you'll see that there's some obvious discrepancies between this shoe and the shoes that I would normally go for. I found a pair on eBay used for like $20, so I was like, okay, let me just give it a shot, see what these are all about. They did not work out for me. The toe spring was pretty uncomfortable. I was fighting to get my toes parallel to the floor all day long. In addition to that, there was a teeny bit extra width in the toe box compared to most athletic shoes, but the Flyknit material was very shallow and it was very tight. It didn't really give a whole lot, and so even though there may have been a little bit of extra width, there's not enough room for me to wear my toe spacers or to wiggle my toes around there at all. So for that reason, that's why I had to get rid of those shoes. The next one I had to get rid of was the Tadivo Derby. Now, I'll give Tadivo this. It was a very comfortable shoe. It moved with my foot, it was lightweight, paper thin, it was great. But for the function of a dress shoe, it was not the right fit for me. The reason being that it was a little bit too floppy. It was not substantial enough to look nice on my foot. I couldn't wear it to dressy occasions, and that's really, with the style of the shoe, that's really the only place you can wear it. It's not like an athletic shoe. It doesn't have any other purposes aside from being a dress shoe. So it was very comfortable, yes, but it just didn't look nice enough on my foot due to the construction being a little bit too flimsy. So for that reason, I had to get rid of those ones as well. The next pair of shoes I got rid of was the Vivobarefoot Lisbon. Now, this shoe I had the exact opposite problem of the Tadivo Derby, wherein this shoe did look good on my feet. I could wear it with the suit, I could wear it to a formal occasion, but they were stiff as a board, which was surprising to me because Vivobarefoot shoes are usually very flexible, very comfortable, but these ones were just not comfortable. They did have a little bit of extra space in the toe box. I don't know if it was enough to accommodate toe spacers. I wasn't really into toe spacers at that time as deep as I am now, but it just wasn't a very comfortable shoe to have on my foot, despite the fact that it did look good. So for those reasons, I did have to get rid of that shoe as well. The next shoe that I had to get rid of was the New Balance Minimus 10v2. Now, this was one of my favorite pairs of shoes for a long time. The style is unmatched. The comfort is exceptional. It's a very malleable shoe. It's light, it's flexible, it'll move with your foot. It's fantastic. The only reason I had to get rid of these is because when I purchased them, I did not size up enough. I bought a size 10, and so with these shoes, they still have a relatively narrowed, tapered toe box compared to some of the other shoes that I wear, so I was not able to fit my toe spacers inside. Dealing with some of the problems that I'm dealing with on my feet, it's pretty much necessary for me to have my toe spacers in if I'm going to be wearing a pair of shoes like that for the entire day. And so as time went on, I found my foot being less and less comfortable. It was harder to justify keeping the shoes, even though they're so stylish and versatile. So for that reason, I had to get rid of those ones as well. The last pair of shoes that I featured in my other video that I no longer have is the Vivobarefoot Primus Trail Firm Ground. Now, this is my very first pair of barefoot shoes ever. This is what introduced me to the world of barefoot footwear. So I was very sad to see these ones go. But for these ones, similar to the New Balance Minimus, I didn't order a size up when I bought these. This is my very first barefoot shoe. I didn't really know how the sizing operations work, and I wasn't into toe spacers at all at that time. So I purchased a size 10, whereas now the Vivobarefoot shoes that I own, I wear a size 11. So back then, it was working for me. The ground feel is good, the flexibility is good, the comfort was great. But for me, having a wider shoe with a wide toe box that is able to accommodate my toe spacers is very important. So for those reasons, I did have to get rid of those. At the time I got rid of those, I was not yet aware of the program that Vivobarefoot is running. They actually have a program called Revivo, where if you ship your shoes back into Vivobarefoot, they will refurbish and recycle them and sell them again, which is really cool. I think the mission is to kind of reduce landfill waste and things like that. And so if you do have Vivobarefoots that are just old or they don't fit you for whatever reason, they do have that program going on, so I would suggest you check that out. So those are some of the shoes that I had to get rid of. It hurts me to give away any pair of minimalist footwear, but sometimes it just doesn't work. You gotta justify what's right for you. So for me, those shoes weren't working. For you, maybe they do. I hope this information has been helpful. Be sure to always be true to yourself and don't put anything on your feet that's gonna be hurting your body. And I will see you guys next time.